guys, welcome to Talking Time with Randi. You know what we do here. We just talk and live in life, and just staying true to ourselves. That's it. Period. Poo. Anyways, on this show I have today my sister, my cousin, everyone that knows me knows her, and they love her, Nicole, and we have Mr. Ethan Brooks,
aka Donnie West.
Donnie West in the house. Look at the eye roll on. Wait, before we start, let's just get into the flutter, y'all. I'm just gonna flutter away on you hoes for one time. You see this?
Dude, you're not even fluttering. It looks like you're like. Wait, I'm not being mean, but it looks like you're possessed. You're just like this. You're just trying to flutter. You're like.
Well, you know what I was showing the girls that watched my show?
That really fucked me over.
My eyelashes.
Yes, show them off. Pop off, sis.
Anyways.
How much do those cost you?
Doesn't matter. I'm not telling y'all my secret. Just know I'm always fluttering all you hoes.
You
period.
bless people.
$3.99
with the secrets.
Then they come to my DMs, and I let them know where I get my lashes from. Other than that, I ain't disclosing that just yet.
She gets them from CVS for $3.99.
Really?
No, nigga, they're not $3.99. They're not $3.99. They're not $3.99. Anyways, so today on the show, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that watched the show so far. I fucking appreciate you guys because I wasn't expecting this. Like, the last time I checked, I had like 113 views or whatever, and that shit.
Almost as more as mine has gotten, and I've been putting up for months.
But what's crazy is that shit's crazy. Like, I wasn't expecting that from you guys, and I really appreciate the support. Like, just wait and just keep watching and keep going on this little train with us because we're only getting started. Like, this is just the beginning. I cannot wait to just fully have you guys see and be a part of what this is going to turn into. All right? That's all I'm going to say. So, one thing I wanted to address today because I was looking on the Shade Room today and I saw what aDuLtHoOd said, and of course I had to talk about it because that shit pissed me off low key. Like, don't get me wrong, as a woman, I understand where she's coming from. I get it. But I just feel like she was completely wrong for saying that. And that's, you know what? I said what I said, period. I said what I said, and I'm not changing that. Let me see what everybody else thinks real quick, though. Who do you want to go first?
She can start.
But I mean, at some point, you got to feel validated by somebody. So if, I don't know. I mean, she is married, but I mean, I don't know. She's in the public eye. I would want to feel validated by somebody more than my nigga. I don't know. I don't know.
Randi already knows what I'm about to say. If you really have to feel like you want attention, first of all, you have no homo, but like you have a very good looking man, nice Christian-based man that absolutely loves you and everything, you know. He has a couple kids with her, right? Three kids. Three gorgeous, probably looking kids. They're both gorgeous parents.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to seek the attention of other men. Like that's kind of stupid, and I feel like I won't trust her, and I feel like she's already disloyal to her man.
Well, now that you say that, I mean, I just thought about her facts. They have been together since what, high school? Yeah. So I mean, she shouldn't really need to feel validated by anybody else.
No, she doesn't. Go ahead, Randi. Go ahead. I just think it irks the crap out of me. That's what I want to say. It just irks the living hell out of me because, women just don't appreciate the fucking small things in life.
It's not even about that. Let's just strip away her husband, her kids, the foundation that they built together. I think that it has to do with her insecurities because there was a point in time when I was very insecure, and yes, there are still some insecurities that I have, but they don't matter to me because I know that I am a flawed human, as we all should understand. You feel me? Yeah. And so when it comes to her saying that, it's deeper than her wanting attention from other men. I feel like she feels like she's not good enough for anyone to see her and want to even think of her as anything more than just Steph Curry's wife, whom he has 3 kids with, whom she has a fucking makeup line and a cookbook and all that shit. She wants to be viewed in a different limelight.
She wants to be viewed as a sexy mama. That's what she wants to be viewed as. But like, not every woman's gonna be viewed as a sexy mama. Like, you got Beyonce. Beyonce's pretty hot, but I don't view her as a sexy mama. Kim Kardashian, I view her as a sexy mama because that's how she portrays herself. This woman never portrayed herself as that, you know?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's fucking exactly.
I got the
Exactly.
points.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do.
Exactly. That's where I was going with it as well. It's like, if you do things like, if you wear sexy clothes, basically, she just is seen as a housewife to me. Like, I view her as a housewife. I see her as a beautiful mother. I don't see her as anything other than that. And I'm sorry, you are beautiful, but sometimes people rather have beauty over that sexy shit all the time. You feel me? Because that shit can get, that can sometimes have your man feeling insecure about you.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, as a man's perspective, I'd rather a girl that's beauty, not a beautiful mom. That's what I'd rather, a beautiful mom. I wouldn't want a woman that's completely like outrageously sexy. You know, hot. I won't even say sexy because that's kind of like, you know, over the board. But like hot as fuck. Like, I wouldn't really want that. I would want like a woman that you could take home to your parents or take home and have kids with. You know, everybody would see you guys as a really good homestead, like a good base family.
Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets.
Okay.
See?
Okay. And let me just clarify something real quick, just in case someone's watching this and be like, but wasn't you just on Saturday wearing lingerie outside?
Yeah, Randi, let's talk about that.
If I want to look sexy real quick and have my nipples out, which they were covered, trust me, I will. No, I had on a jacket. I had on a jacket.
Randi.
I had on a jacket. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I called
I
her.
had-
I called her.
Back it up a little bit.
I called.
Back it up.
No, dead ass. I called her and said, is it hotter than 78 degrees outside? Why is your nipples out?
But everyone that knows me knows how I am, period. I'm very confident in my body. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I clearly, first of all, that outfit was for Miami, by the way.
Yeah, it wasn't hot enough to have her
But
nipples
what
out.
happened was it ripped in Miami. And so I was going to go out and I wanted to look cute real quick because that is a very cute fucking outfit. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
It was
It
cute.
was a good looking outfit.
I would
I'll
just
admit
Thank
that.
you.
saved it.
You know.
It would be different if I
For,
just
like,
wore it. I feel like it would be
July.
different if I just wore that shit out and then wore like a skirt or like jeans. I didn't have nothing covering. That would be different.
Sorry, guys. I just see something off topic. It just kind of amazed me and kind of put me in a trance.
That looks crazy.
So we're back. We just had a little bit of an off-topic conversation, a little bit something that was too much on my end. Sorry about that. That was my fucking fault. So we were talking about what? Your clothes, right?
The clothes that I wore on Saturday
All right.
that
So
everyone
let
was
me
just
just
confused
let
about.
me just say, Randi can wear whatever the fuck she wants, right?
Yeah.
But Randi, listen to me. I just don't want you to listen. You can wear whatever you want, right? Girls can wear whatever the hell they want. They can show their nipple. Every guy's gonna enjoy that, right? It's just human nature, okay? But the thing is that don't expect feedback out of something so drastic.
I wasn't expecting feedback.
You were gonna expect feedback, like no matter what. People are gonna have feedback on that.
No. I knew I looked good. I don't give a fuck how everyone else
Of course
thinks.
you look good. You look absolutely gorgeous. But the thing is that
I didn't care.
yeah,
If
of course
even-
you don't have to care. It's fucking comments. Like who the fucking cares about people commenting?
And it's not even like I posted that shit up on my Instagram feed.
It was your story.
That was her story.
But I know a lot of women who like to post nudies on their story. But we're not gonna get into that because Randy's wasn't a nudie. It was just regularly based clothing. Is that my phone?
I just think your titties should be out past 80 degrees.
80 degrees.
It was just, to me, a little too cold to have your titties all out, whether or not you had a jean jacket or not.
What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm looking at both of y'all like I'm gonna beat the fuck out of both of
What?
y'all after this shit.
I'm
I
just
just-
speaking.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm speaking the
I'm
truth.
just joking
First
now.
of all,
I
No.
mean, I just want your titties to be nice and warm when they're out. I don't want them to be
They weren't cold because I had on a jacket.
listen, Randy.
80 degrees.
I don't think anybody
Titties.
cares that you had your nipples up.
Mama does. She called me.
All right, your mother
she called me. She
Of
said,
course your mother's gonna care.
No.
Me.
Oh, you. Of course she's gonna care. She's family. Family's always gonna look out for you because you got them fucking horn dogs that are.
I was just mad that it was only 65 degrees outside. That was the only thing that made me upset.
That's another thing. It's too cold for that shit right now.
Thank you
It's really too
for
cold.
validating my point. That's all I wanted.
I don't know how you did it.
75 degrees.
My
Maybe
nipples- my
75
You know what
degrees.
happened?
It's hard in that outfit.
it's
okay?
called liquor, baby. When you have liquor in your system, I was sweating through that shit. Anyways, what the fuck?
Something in
All
this
right, I'll give you that one.
It was period. It wasn't like I was going to the mall. I had a specific event that I was going to.
You guys drink that sweet liquor too.
I don't drink sweet liquor.
You don't drink the sweet liquor?
No,
I
I
thought
drink
you said
Douce.
you like Douce.
I drink Douce is nothing.
Douce is sweet. It's sweet compared to like white man drinks like bourbon and whiskey. It's sweet.
Yeah, they're kind of harsh,
Yeah,
but it's
those are-
also because it has wine in it.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun drink. You know, it's nice and sweet. But let's get back to the topic here.
So
I like you say.
I don't like that whole thing. So I feel like
Mhm.
that was just something that she has to deal with on the inside. I feel like she's very insecure, or not very insecure. I feel like she has a little insecurity within her that makes her feel like she's not good enough for the public eye. But that goes with just anybody, because I seen comments where people were like, "Oh yeah, for sure." I completely understand what she's saying. She's a mom and she's been married with him for so long, and it's just like that should mean a lot more to you that you have someone that wants to be with you no matter what, through thick and thin.
That is a sense of stability.
And everyone complains about not having what?
Stability.
So it's like, what the fuck? What more do you want from someone? Like,
I think just women, in her standard, I'm not gonna say women because I'm not gonna generalize all women for it, but I'm just gonna say this: like she wants too much. That's all it is. She wants too much. I feel like she's kind of getting sick and tired of, you know, feeling like she's the home mom and everything. You know, as you said before, she's a cookbook out. That's like, what's her name?
Martha Stewart?
Martha Stewart type shit, you know.
Betty
But-
Crocker,
Betty Crocker. You know, it's like
Rachel Way.
like
Shut.
wives that live at home.
Oh.
That's what she probably feels like. She probably wants to feel like the wild one. You know, it's kind of finally
But
coming
that's
out
not a
like
good
Miley
look.
Cyrus, like Wrecking Ball.
Oh shit! But that's not a good look though, because when you are fucking the wild one, people still look at you a different type of way too.
Yeah.
Shit, when you have your nipples out, people gonna look at you a different type of way. I bet.
People are gonna look at me when I have my nipples out because I'm fucking fat.
Right.
It's like, what the fuck?
Why would Ethan have his nipples out unless we're at the beach? I'm just saying.
No, I have my nipples out. I'll be like them old ass grandpas, those Puerto Rican grandpas
In a
that have
mesh
the
shirt.
fucking
You're
in
not
the
even
mesh
Puerto-
shirt.
Is he
and
Puerto
everything.
Rican?
They'll just be like, who?
Are you even Puerto Rican?
No.
This nigga.
Me and Frankie were literally just talking about it because this dude that was he was outside the house by my house. He's like an older Puerto Rican dude, and every single day he has his shirt off. He has like the most sexiest fucking titties. It's like it's so bad. It's so bad, but he's outside shoveling his shit, doing hard work. You know, he does more hard work than I do. You know, but the thing is that I just don't like it. But I just feel like she wants to. I feel like inside of her is like kind of hurting because she wants to be who she wants to be. Like everybody just feels her out as this homestead type of girl. This girl that likes to be a at-home mom, take care of the kids, do whatever, you know, a regular mother would want to do, you know? And I feel like she just doesn't want to be portrayed that anymore. I feel like she wants to be the fun woman that she wants to be.
Well, Drea tried to get her wholeness deleted, so she's trying to be like InSeCuRiTies. So maybe Aisha should be more like Drea.
Who's Drea?
Drea from Basketball Wives. You remember she wanted to have her wholeness deleted
She sure did say your wholeness can get deleted.
after a couple of.
I never watched that, but
Well, she said that your wholeness can be deleted.
After a couple.
But I just feel like that's a bigger compliment when you have people sort of kind of idolizing your relationship.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that I idolize anyone's relationship because I know everyone has their own bumpy roller coaster that no one really knows the underlying of what it is behind closed doors. But I'm just saying that's a bigger compliment when the public eye sees you guys as something that they want to see themselves. So I just feel like that's pretty stupid of her to feel like that, period. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. I feel like she should be happy with where she is in life. I feel like, yes, she's young, but just imagine what your story is going to be and what your kids can tell their kids. It's going to be a beautiful, happy ending that people wish they could have.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just feel like she needs to chill on that shit. And I really want to know how Steph Curry feels about it, because that shit, as a man hearing that, I would be like, what the fuck you you want people in your DMs for? Now I gotta take away your Instagram account. Give me your phone. Give me your phone right now.
What's your password?
Right now.
Right now.
Give me all your passwords or I'm walking out and taking the kids.
And you get nothing.
Some dirty mad black
And you
woman
get
shit, but-
nothing.
No, that was me if I was a man. I'm taking the kids and I'm leaving. We going for vacation because you got me fucked up real
See, the
quick.
thing is,
We're going to the store.
You want to be sexy?
As a fellow man,
Okay.
I would be very pissed that she said that, especially on live television.
Yo,
Like live in front of millions of people. Like that
Red
shit's like
Red
Table
Table
Talk.
Yo.
Red Table Talk, which is a very popular podcast. And honestly, Jada, if you ever see this, I love you, girl, and you inspire me to have a fucking podcast because what you do is amazing. I'm not on your level yet, sis, but watch, I'm on your heels, I'm on your boots. Period.
Yep, she's fluttering on you.
Okay. All right.
That's me fluttering away.
Turned your head dumb hard.
But I just feel like she's wrong, and I'm taking the kids.
I feel like she's wrong too.
I'm taking the kids.
But I
on a
wouldn't
dog.
take the kids.
I'm taking the kids for a vacation. You don't deserve the vacation because you got niggas in your DMs.
If her hair is fake, I'd take it. Take all her weaves, so she just come out with her.
So she just looked
Can
like a
you
blonde-headed
imagine someone running out
scallywag?
with your wigs? First of all, I'm
Damn.
tripping you. I'm tripping you. I don't give a fuck where you are. Where the fuck you think you going with my
Tripping a
shit?
basketball player.
First of all, he
got
would
handles.
definitely Euro
He
step
got
over me.
handles, like,
Where do you think you going?
he'd shoot her weaves like a 3. Right in the trash. Fuck. I am fucked up.
I'm weak as hell.
Wow.
That's like equivalent to the freaking guys taking your makeup. Well, I don't wear makeup, so that's not my problem. Y'all girls that wear makeup have to deal with that. Your nigga taking your shit.
Could you imagine if somebody took your eyelashes?
I'm fighting. Give me my.
Eyelashes, that's what it does?
I literally love. Okay, so you know how girls have their foundation? I have my lashes. Like that's it. I don't.
Oh, foundation.
Foundation.
I don't
Yes.
get the point of that, but I don't know.
It evens out your skin, I guess. I don't know. My friend be trying to tell me what it does, but I don't be. But all right, so now I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
I'm all yours.
What questions do I want to ask y'all? Because I have a lot of questions. Do you think people use their insecurities to act a certain way?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you feel as if people will be like, well, I can't say like, what do you mean by that? Because that example would justify what the hell the question was. So
Like their insecurities, they try to do stuff and
they just have excuses for if they have toxic behaviors.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's-
I feel that
yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Oh wow.
My last relationship.
Oh, we gonna get into some things.
Okay.
No, my failing marriage.
Oh.
It's okay.
No, it's
She's a
no.
bitch.
I feel
Again,
you.
if you're watching this,
Fuck you.
You dirty whore.
Thank you.
period poo.
There's a reason why I don't text you back on Snapchat.
Ooh. He sees you and he leaves you on open.
Red.
Scene.
Damn.
Red bitch. Red.
I like how we all had our own different things. Open, scene, red bitch.
Well, he said Snapchat. So, received.
So
There you go.
y'all give me some examples, because what I'm trying to do here.
You go first, Nicole.
Okay.
Oh boy, I had this one guy who used to just do he used to do me dirty, and I used to be at home drinking my wine. Carlo Russo shout me out, brand ambassador. Here I am. But he will come home. His trust issues. I just don't have time for it. His insecurities really is what ruined our relationship, and I just fuck you.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Link in my bio.
Watch it.
That's funny. This is gonna turn into.
And
a
you
thing,
still owe me
Put the thing
$70, bitch.
maybe.
Wait.
$70.
Hold up. Hold the phone. Back up. Reverse it. I wasn't prepared for her to say that because I definitely was waiting to see what Ethan had to say about his failing marriage. So then all I heard was that. And whoa, Cecily. That was crazy.
Okay.
Wow, we about to get into some things,
Once the bomb at
between the
boom,
both of
boom, boom,
y'all.
boom, boom,
All right.
boom.
$70. What'd you buy him?
Nothing. He just can't. He just doesn't manage his money very well, so he's always asking me for cash.
I never asked my woman for cash. I was just too prideful at that.
Well, he's not a real man. Wow. Don't send this to him. Send it to him. I am bold.
Yeah, you gotta be bold with this shit. Fuck those people.
Let me FaceTime him right now.
Honestly, what I would have to say is if you can control yourself and you can control your emotions, then your insecurities won't affect your relationship. I feel like if you understand where your insecurities stem from and you understand how to suppress them a little bit, even though it's not good to suppress shit because it's going to come back to you, but if you learn how to suppress it in possibly a good way, then I don't feel like it could ruin your relationship. I feel like it's people that, what I said in the last episode, don't really understand themselves. They let that shit get in the way. And I know that because I know my first relationship, I let my insecurities definitely get the better of me. Granted, he was a hoe. They still got the best of me. And I I could have handled things a little bit better. And then in my last relationship, those insecurities were different. Like, they came from within the relationship. They didn't come from out of the relationship. They came from within.
That's how my insecurities stemmed from too.
It's
I used to
from
think
within.
I was trash because he said I was trash. So therefore I embodied trash.
See, with me is I don't really have insecurities because I'm really I'm dumb as fuck. I'm dumb as fuck when it comes to that type of shit because I don't really care what people think about me. Yes, I'm fat. Yes, I have man titties. But the thing is that I am me and I am myself, and it just really doesn't affect me that way. I just was always like that. I used to have insecurities when I was in middle school, but then I went to high school, and then everything just changed.
Fucking high school makes you have the worst insecurities. What the fuck?
I don't know. It kind of did a double switch on me.
You
Like,
said
I
no?
had friends-
Who said no?
I had friends that were just they were really supportive of me in my way.
Sense.
Except for Nick, because fuck Nick.
So would you say, that's funny because the general question that I had was what contributes to insecurities the most? Relationships with your significant others, pointing out your own flaws too much, or friendships?
I think it'd be pointing out your own flaws too much.
Yeah.
Because it's all within with insecurities. Because if you don't have a self-love for yourself, you're gonna have insecurities.
Most definitely.
You're always gonna have insecurities. So it's always mentally. It's a mental game that you're playing with yourself.
So when someone
and then
doesn't
you
have...
overthink it.
Okay, go ahead.
And then when you overthink something, then it's internalized. So then it's oh, he says I'm this, he says I'm like this. Am I really like this? And then you start overthinking it, and then everything you do that's kind of like what he says you are or what she says you are, you're overthinking it. I don't know.
So you think, both you guys say,
Yeah.
insecurities stem from overthinking.
Uh-huh.
Funny thing about me, bitch, is I always overthink. That's just normal for people, though. Everyone's going to overthink at some point, no? You're bugging, because now everyone on social media always seems to overthinking now. So I don't know if it's cool to overthink or people are actually just...
No, it's never cool to overthink things because, as for myself, that's what happened with my marriage. Bottom marriage. It was an engagement. But the thing was that we both she overthought everything. She really did. She overthought everything. In that relationship, I was the nicest guy, so faithful, so loyal. I never wanted to do anything to ruin the relationship. But then she would go out and think just because I would have a friend that's a girl that I would cheat on her and everything. And that was a form of her insecurities because she's had guys that cheated on her before. And it kind of just left a scar for her. So I understood where she was coming from in that aspect. But also the insecurities of when she thought that she was always fat. She always thought that she wasn't beautiful. She was beautiful. But the thing was that it just kind of overturned our relationship because she would take it out on me. That's how it affected our relationship, was that she turned it all onto me because she was insecure about herself. So she was the bully inside the relationship. And as this manly as not manly that sounds at all, yes, she was the bully of the relationship, and that's what happens.
She wore the pants.
She didn't wear the pants. That's the thing, is that she didn't decide on what I did. You know, it was just the fact that she always was just like, "Fuck you, I'm not doing this." Or we're not doing this, or I don't want to do this, or just.
She wore the pants.
Listen,
Did you ever try to reassure her though? At any point in time,
every single day, I would call her gorgeous. Told her that I loved her. Said that she was so fucking gorgeous and everything. She was so beautiful. She was a beautiful girl. She was a beautiful girl, but that bitch let herself go. But I just have a really.
So her insecurities got the best of her.
Yeah, and there's more stuff to it, but that's not what it's talking.
see, but with my insecurities, I used to explain to him why I was insecure, and he still never reassured me. So that's why I asked that question. That's why it was so heartfelt, because I was never reassured at all.
And that's the thing is like it has to go, as we talked about last in the podcast, right? And how we talked about you have to go both ways in a relationship, right? You have to both come together. It's like that's what kind of like doesn't work in some relationships because they both just don't.
But it's hard. It's so hard to come together with someone when it's like you see what you want in a relationship and you see the potential that the person can have. You feel me?
Yep.
And it's like when they don't equate to that shit fucks you up in the head. And so it's hard. It's so hard to want to be on that same level ground with them because it's like, damn, if I keep doing all that I can do to try to bring you up there with me and you're still not there because you are hindering yourself, I don't want to do shit for you no more. Like, I don't want to do anything.
You know what the problem with that is what you just said? You know what the problem with it is?
The expectations.
It's the expectations, and also it's the love. If you truly love someone, you will love them through everything.
You know how annoying. Okay,
But listen to me. Just listen. If you truly, I'm sorry, Randi. If you truly did love someone, right? Like I loved her, right? And for like over a year, just dealing with all the hate that she brought upon the relationship, it would completely just, it would literally just, I don't even know.
I loved him through everything. I loved him through his ups and his downs. I loved him through his faults. I loved him through his whatever the fuck he thought he was doing that I didn't know about. I loved him through everything. And he still did me dirty. And I still was the one pushing him to be the best that he can be. So true love did overcome it all. I love him. I love myself more than I love him.
Yep.
And I had to end up loving myself more, and that's why I left. I had enough.
But can't you
and when someone has enough, they have enough. You can't sit here and say to me that true love is gonna overcome it all because no. When someone brings you so much bullshit, not even bullshit, because yes, just for the people that want to hear about the good times in a relationship, yes, the good times do overcome the bad times. But let me tell you something. When the fucking bad times are fucking with your mental health right here, where you don't even feel good, you can't eat, sleep, or do nothing, the fuck you mean true love's gonna overcome that? No, nigga, I gotta go real quick because I'm not even myself. I don't know what the fuck I like to do anymore. I feel sick. I have no appetite. Like, that shit's crazy. Don't forget. Or let me not forget the good times though. Let me just have the good times in my mind and just hope for those to come back.
Right.
People change and people grow apart, which is completely okay. That is completely okay. If we come to an understanding, because yes, we are still young, that we love each other, but we can't be together right now because you physically make me sick or there's something that you're doing that's not making me okay, and I'm losing myself. You just have to understand that that's going to be okay.
That what I come to understand what that is that is when it comes to a point where the relationship is becoming toxic. There's a difference between when a relationship is becoming toxic and when a relationship just needs a little push.
Nigga, I'm sorry. I'm getting so mad right now because I was with someone for 6 fucking years. And I honestly don't want to talk about this because that relationship was never toxic. Like, it was a beautiful relationship. Like, I'm about to start crying right now because this shit's crazy. Like, it was a beautiful relationship. Some things just don't work. Like, it just doesn't work. Do I love the fuck out this person? Yes. But will it work? No. Because we are 2 different people.
Yeah.
We are 2 different people, and it was nothing toxic about it. Yeah. The only thing that happened was something happened so deep that I couldn't come back from it. And no, it wasn't me or his fault. Some shit just happened as adults. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you guys just grew apart?
Yeah.
I don't want to say we grew apart. I want to say what happened was something happened which altered my vision of someone. And when I can't see you as a man that I love anymore, like I love you, but I can't see you in that light, I can't do it because I'm never gonna look at you or have that love for you. And when I love someone, I love them hard and I love them so fucking deep. It's crazy. And as I was told today, when someone was describing Gemini women, is when we love someone, it becomes suffocating. And I completely understand what that means because it's all or nothing with me. And so when it got to the point where it was literally, I felt fucking nothing. Like I loved him to the point where I would have still jeopardized and still talked to him, knowing that I shouldn't be talking to him because I want to grow away from this person, but I will still do it and still see him because the love overcame all that bad shit. No matter what happened, I still wanted to be his support system. But as for being with him, fuck that. Because we cannot be together and we cannot fucking, what's the word I'm trying to look for? We just couldn't be together in a relationship. We couldn't do it. It wouldn't work. His views and his morals were different from mine. And I realized that when shit hit the fucking fan and nigga couldn't follow through, period. And it sucks that it took me fucking 6 years. Person that I wanted to marry took me 6 years to realize that. And no, my insecurities did not come in the way of that. He made me feel the type of way. He made me feel inadequate enough to be woman enough for him. And that shit hurt deeper than anything.
So he made you feel like...
Shit just pissed me off, bro. That shit just pissed me off, bro. OD, I'm so mad, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, that shit just made me mad and sad a little bit. Because, like, that was like my soulmate, I felt like.
And I get you on that because I feel you in the same way of the last relationship being just talked about that I had.
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard to see Randi like this because I can see that it's working her out. So...
Oh, hell no.
But yeah, so we're gonna take a little break here, but we'll come back to it.
And we're back. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a little emotional real quick because Ethan said that sometimes you can work with someone through their insecurities, right?
Yes.
And I got a little worked up about because my last man had some insecurities, I want to say, that led to something that couldn't happen. You feel me? And it was sort of kind of like I tried, in a way, to work with him through it. Yes, I'm not perfect, so yes, some shit happened that shouldn't happen. I might have said some things that I shouldn't have said, and that's because I am only human. Mm-hmm. So I understand why those insecurities would then be reassured by what I was saying. Mm-hmm. But in the end, when everything was said and done, what I said would happen sort of kind of happened. So it made me mad because I was just trying to show you that you could be what I see you being. Yeah. And that's my problem with people is I see the potential in them before they see it in themselves. And so I run myself ragged trying to make them see that image that I see. Yeah. Yeah. And that's my fault. And so what I will say, so no one's confused, is I had to leave the situation because it was just something that I couldn't deal with anymore. I couldn't deal with it. And what sucks is I can't point the finger at anyone. I can't be like, he cheated on me, I cheated on him type shit. It is just something that I grew apart from him because of how he viewed something or some things.
All right, so now let me just explain what I was trying to say. On that, sometimes, not all the time, and it mostly doesn't happen, but that you can work through, like you can help them build themselves, but it's all up to them, right? So it's all up to them on building their own insecurities, like fixing them, right? That's what I was trying to explain. I wasn't trying to say that you can go through a relationship even though they had insecurities because it's not going to work out. They have to fix those insecurities first.
They just have to believe in themselves.
Exactly.
They just really have to believe in themselves. Like all that negativity that you put in yourself, like I know we all do it because we're all human. I'm not even going to sit here and flex and say I don't do it. Yes, we all do this one thing where if we feel like something is unattainable, we feel like we can't reach it. And that's where we fucked up because whatever we put our mind to, we can achieve and we
Most
can do
definitely.
no matter what, because no matter, like, as any human being, if you want it bad enough, you will get that thing. If you want that fucking video
Period.
game enough, you will figure out how to fucking get that video game enough. If
Mow
you
all the lawns.
fucking want to just do whatever, get that car, you're gonna figure out how to get that fucking car, bro.
Yeah.
And if you don't put that energy, it's because you really didn't fucking want it to begin with. And so you just have to be
Period.
truthful with yourself.
Yes.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got, bro. That's all I got.
It's okay, Randy.
That's just all I
It's all right.
got. Like,
Listen, shit happens.
shit happens.
Shit happens. You
Don't-
go through it.
Anyone watching
Right.
this, don't get me wrong. I'm not hung up on no past shit.
Right.
It's just a touchy subject.
Right. Everything is an experience, and whatever you learn from the experience is how you should go forth and live your life. So now you know what you won't put yourself through, and now you know what you will try to do to make your next relationship better than your last relationship. I experienced myself.
That's it.
I learned myself. I know what I will do, what I won't do, what I will put up with, what I won't put up with, what friends I will allow you to have. No, it's like, no. But, you know, I learned myself. And at the end of the day, if you don't know yourself, you can't ever prosper in a relationship. I'm not bitter.
And
I'm happy.
And did I not say that last episode?
Oh, you said that last podcast?
Yes.
I didn't even watch it because she didn't send me the link.
Wow. She said what she said, and I have to accept it because I sure enough didn't.
Nope.
But it's just funny because who I surround myself with has that same mindset.
Yeah.
I can't be around people. I'm sorry, I tried it. I really tried it. I can't be around people that are just. I understand people having different views, which I'm all set for. Y'all can have different views, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't want you in my circle, because I don't want people to always agree with me on shit. That's just kind of corny. You feel
Very
me?
corny.
So I feel like it's okay for you to view things different, but also understand that you have to be positive in some way. Like, don't bring that negativity around me. And I realized a lot of people that I had in my life before had a little bit of negative ways to them. You feel me?
Yeah.
And some people last a season, and some people are here for forever. So I can't be tight.
See, that's how I feel you on the same thing. All right. Just getting rid of all that stupid ass negativity. I've done it in my life so many times. Case point. And it with my relationship, right, and how it was good, but it wasn't really that negative. It wasn't negative at all, but it still didn't work out, right? Actually, I just lost myself real quick.
Get distracted, don't get
But
distracted.
it was myself in my own securities, right? I was just so worried about losing her that I kind of felt like it had a portion to do with the relationship, but the biggest portion was just, she cheated on me. But yeah, I just feel like my insecurities is what kind of like drove her away a little bit, right? Because I've had it happen to me before that it would be so good, and then
You'll doubt it.
I'll doubt it, and then in my mind, I can't get past it.
So did you think she was going to cheat before she actually cheated on you?
Yeah, like
So it was something that you kind of manifested?
it kind of something that I kind of manifested. Everything. I just felt so like I felt like it was my fault. Like everything was just my fault, and then like the relationship was absolutely fucking perfect, right? And I was just sitting there, and I would always every single day I would just wonder if she was like either cheating on me or something like that, because it's happened before. I've had women cheat on me so many times.
But that's you bringing in your baggage to another
Yeah.
relationship.
Exactly,
Which
and
isn't
that's what kind of I felt like I kind of manifested that, but
Yeah.
I didn't really manifest it. It was just bound to happen.
fair. Yeah.
Which is understandable because things happen, but sometimes a lot of the negativity in our life we manifest. So if I'm continuously thinking about something negative is going to happen to me.
Amen.
If I continually think about something positive is going to. Is this what happened last podcast?
And people
Oh.
people really don't fucking understand that whole concept. Like that's actually what I was saying last podcast. People don't understand that. People really will sit here, and that's with anything you do in life. If you feel like you go into an interview and you just already feel off rip, you're not gonna get a job. You're not gonna fucking get it because the energy that you're pushing off is fucking terrible, and they're gonna be uncomfortable with you sitting across that table.
Yeah.
Same thing with you having fucking relationships. If I have a bad day, I guarantee you, everyone knows I'm having a bad day when I walk in the room. My energy will be fucking shelled off.
Terrible.
And obviously, I talk with my face, so you know when I'm disgusted with something. So I'm just gonna look like no one say nothing to me.
Hands.
Huh?
And you also talk with your hands because you constantly were banging on the table.
All the time, like, shit. Fuck.
Damn.
Oh man. All right.
I'm sorry. This episode has just been a fucking.
It's hitting hard. It's hitting hard. It really is. I think this is a really touchy subject for me and you, especially you.
But then it's like, if you don't have insecurities, are you arrogant? Real quick, like.
No, you're not arrogant. That's the thing. That's actually a very good point. If you don't have insecurities about yourself, like as I said before, when I went to high school and everything, I stopped having insecurities about my body. It doesn't make me arrogant about my body, right? Because I'm still fat. But the thing is like, it's just in my mind, it's just I don't care what other people think. That's what it is.
I feel like arrogance and not caring what other people think are two different things.
Yeah.
So if you're not insecure, you're not uppity, you're not arrogant. But if you're like, oh, I got the baddest body, I'm the baddest bitch in the room, that's arrogance.
There you
so
go.
There's a difference between the two.
Why has that literally like? Because like with me, it's just like I've had guys like I've played sports. You know, all those motherfuckers are arrogant about their bodies. You know, especially wrestling. You know, I was the only fat guy on my team, right? But the thing, I didn't really care. You know.
We were in high school. I forgot high school.
Yeah,
we didn't care.
Times. But I know how gay that sounded. Okay. But yeah, it was just like you're surrounded by guys that were completely ripped and like they cut weight like it was nothing, right? You know, that probably would have brought someone into insecurity. But if it was a different person and they didn't have the friendships that I had with my friends on the wrestling team, they would have been arrogant. They would have been really insecure about their body.
Okay.
Like I had a kid actually that was really insecure about his body that he didn't want to wear the leotard because he was such a big kid. Mm-hmm. And then I went out there and I was just like making a fool out of myself just to help him out, right? Because he was a big kid, you know. He was a little bit bigger than I was, but like he was like shorter. He had a center body mass. And I would always tell him that, and I would try to help him out. But the thing was that he just couldn't get past it, and he quit wrestling. So it's like it's just a matter of who you surround yourself with is what it really is.
So your environment contributes to your insecurity.
Yes, that's what it is your environment. Because if you have a parent that calls you fucking fat and ugly and shit, like that's gonna fuck you up through your life. But if you have a parent that's supporting through you and will help you get through your insecurities and everything, especially with life in school, like then you'll grow up perfectly fine. You know? It's just your surroundings that you have.
But I don't want my mom to say, Nicole, you're skinny, and
that's my mom did that to me. She said, "Oh no, honey, it's baby fat. You'll get it over. It'll be all over quick." 285 fucking pounds later, and I'm still the same way. All right, I get that wholeheartedly.
I had to shout out my Dukes for keeping it real. You raised the real one. Shout out to my auntie for giving me my fashion.
I hate you guys so fucking much. Oh my god.
Yo,
I have cotton mouth.
You don't even smell.
I'm dehydrated.
Oh.
Wow, you guys did that simultaneously.
I told you that's my sister.
That's me good editing right there.
That's my sister.
You see that wave right there? That's you guys.
Because he did the. Oh. But I don't even have a wave right now.
Oh, let's do it again.
Oh, but you actually did. Oh. No, let me do it again.
Work.
Okay, stop it. Okay. All right, so.
Talking time with Randi, take 3.
Another thing I wanted to. Oh, it's 13 minutes.
Yeah, it's okay. Just keep going.
Another thing that I wanted to talk about was I know we're in a weird time, guys. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm 23. About to be 24 in hold up 20 fucking days. Hold up. Let me just
No, not 20 days.
I'm about to be fucking 24
Yeah,
in 20 days. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
28th is your
Yes,
birthday?
a real queen was
Thursday,
born May
23rd.
28th. Just in case y'all
No,
didn't know.
excuse me.
Now you know.
A real queen was born June 3rd. Skirt.
She almost took my eyelash off. Then I'd definitely fight that hoe. What the fuck?
Where is she fluttering to now? To nowhere. Not with a broken wing.
Ooh.
She's a hater.
Shots fired.
She ain't fluttering. That's her problem. But I want to get into our emerging into adulthood. Like, it's weird for all of us. We're trying to
That is a subject for me. That's a very good subject.
find our fucking ground. We're trying to, get our feet wet. We're trying to get our feet more than wet. We're trying to fucking swim in our life already because I'm tired of this shit. I know life is nothing but trials and tribulations that get you to point A to point B to then point C. But at this point in my life, and this is point E, I had enough. Like, I just want to know what the fuck my calling is already. Like, I want to know what I'm doing. Like, what is happening?
I'm not gloating or anything, but as a person, like, I think I would know a lot about life because of just what I've been through as a person, as an alcoholic and drug addict. I think that, like, shit that I've experienced, I think that's why I'm in the position I'm in now, especially with my company and everything, and why I have certain set of goals is because I've been through a lot of bullshit in life, and it tests you, and life does test you, and as Randi said, that it is what it is, because life is going to throw everything it has at you because it wants to see you fail. And I know that wholeheartedly because life does want to see you fail. And that to me is like the best motivation a person can have is not to fight the world, but to fight yourself. And what I'm trying to say with that is that you have insecurities.
I like that.
You have a different mentality. You're getting out of high school, maybe. You're getting out of college. You don't know what you're doing. Like, I graduated high school with 19 credits. 19 credits, I was supposed to get 26. Like, I was going nowhere. Like, absolutely nowhere in my life. I had no idea what I was doing. I wanted to become a photographer, but it was kind of unrealistic. And I was in my ways with, drug and alcohol abuse, but that's for another time. And the only thing that I found my way is not through other people, was through myself. And I had the lack of motivation to get through that shit, the life. And it was through getting through my insecurities as a person, right? Like laziness, inconsistency, just all that, and just kind of, a person will sprout a different seed in their life.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Not like that,
No, I
but
didn't make that face at you because there was just a knot in my hair.
okay.
She was over here struggling.
But as I was saying, like, a person's like a farm. I like to think of people as farmers, right?
Yeah.
They're putting seeds in their life, different types of seeds. Not the sexual seed, the mind seed, right? So you're putting different seeds into your mind and fixing yourself and sprouting out new trees. So you got an apple tree, you got a cherry tree, you got a cherry blossom, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But
It's sort of kind of funny that you say this because I was just so sure. Like, first of all, I do like the analogy with the farming thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's just what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just spread your seeds.
be fruitful and multiply.
Wait a minute. Kids, please wear condoms. We're not talking about those seeds, okay?
I never wore a condom.
Period.
You lived life on the edge.
Didn't I explain that before?
I'm just at a loss for words right now. You see my face? All I know is listen. Yes, it may be nice to not wear a glove, but don't
Wrap that
spread your.
shit up.
Thank you. Don't have kids out here and not take care of them. You might have a couple since you just don't like to wear
I
them.
make sure.
Anyone know
I
Ethan?
check up on the women that I have sex with.
When we
okay?
get famous and he has any kids that come along,
No,
hit his
they're
line.
they're gonna be bastards. That's what they're gonna be. All right. They're gonna be my Jon Snows.
We just got into some things.
I
Fuck.
cannot stand Ethan. Okay.
But yet I'm on this again.
So it's funny that you say that because, yes, what I always said is and I've been saying this for a long time now, it's not what you do as a person that may mature you. It's really like what you go through.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you go through will really test your patience. Sort of kind of what you're saying. Test you as an individual. Test your strength. Test your courage. Literally, freaking test everything. So it's like, it's funny because when I was younger, I was just so sure with how my life was gonna be. Like, I just knew by 18, I was going to have it all figured out. I was going to have a fucking house. I was going to have my fucking dog. And I was going to have my little car and be set. And then by age 23, I was going to have my whole little family and have a good career. And, man, let me just tell you,
that is not how life went.
Nigga, I'm 23 right now. And you know what I'm doing? Not with a family. Not with a house. And not with a dog. Because... let me not get into why I can't have a dog right now, but if you're watching this, you know why I can't have a dog. And if I sneak a dog in the house, you better not say nothing to me, period.
If Sarge goes missing, Mom, we know who took him.
So it's just funny how life doesn't go the way the way we always plan it.
Yeah.
And that's what's going with the expectation things. Like, you can't have expectations about your life because, man, let me tell you, I was disappointed when I'm 23 and I have my little car. She cute. Shout out to Sandy or whatever. She gave me the point A, point B. She cute. But I'm not done with school and I don't have my career. Like, I know what I want to do. But it's like, do I know what I want to do? Because as individuals, we change so much every day. So it's like right now, I want to be a therapist, and I want to have my own private practice. But then tomorrow, I may want to be communications and do radio and do fucking podcasts all the time. You feel me?
And then 3 days from now.
Is like, we got 6 minutes, by the way. So just to make it short, yes, it does matter about how you grew up, kind of, but it also just matters on, as we said before, on who you're surrounded by. That's the main thing that I always say is who you surround yourself by, because I watch so many motivational videos. I've had so many people talk to me about it, and the number one thing that they always tell me is who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
If you're surrounding yourself with losers, you're going to be a loser.
Yeah.
If you surround yourself with successful people, you're going to be successful. That's all that matters. You know? So if I'm hindering Randi right now, right? If I'm hindering Randi and I'm like making her like if I'm a fuck up and everything, I wouldn't expect anything less from Randi to just drop me right now, right? So that's what I did. I literally dropped everybody.
Yeah, it was a fuck up.
Right.
So
you have to.
Because you can't have a big circle and expect your life to go great.
Hell no.
Oh, dude. I used to be really, really, really well known in high school. Like, I was friends with everybody in high school.
Right.
I used to have friends that would every single day hit me up and want to party and shit.
Right.
I dropped everybody.
You have to.
Everybody. You have to.
Not everyone's supposed to be in your life for a long time. What's crazy is, you
At
know
all.
what's crazy about this shit called aDuLtHoOd is you lose relationships that matter the most to you, and then you gain friendships and just relationships in general that literally have no time. Like, I could meet someone fucking 3 months ago, and it'd be a better relationship than I had with someone that I knew.
Childhood.
Yeah. And it's crazy how shit like that happens because it literally, you put things in perspective real quick. Like, it's just, you just put shit in perspective. You look at things differently.
Everything is different now as an adult. Everything that you go through, I think, kind of molds your perspective. So your perspective is changing every day because you're constantly going through something. Your experiences, your day at work, whatever I work at a group home, whatever my clients go through affect me on a daily basis. So it's just, again, who you surround yourself by, or who you surround yourself with.
And what you do.
And what you do.
So,
be happy.
Amen. One thing I want to say is I know it's something hard, but like at a certain point in our lives, we have to literally stop listening to the noise around us and just follow our gut because only we know what is best for us. Like, yes, our parents raised us and they raised us to be beautiful people, but they don't know deep down what you want to do.
No.
They don't know. They can only push you to what they want to see you do because, listen, everyone has failed in their life some way, in their own eyes. And so what our parents like to do is they like to push off our fucking failures off to us and then want us to be the best thing that we could fucking be. And that shit fucks with our mind because now we're like, shit, they have this picture of us. We have to be this fucking great president of the United States to fucking earn their fucking trust and their love and make them feel like they fucking raised us the right way instead of being that fucking person we want to be, instead of just following your dreams, instead of just literally making yourself happy because only you know how to make yourself happy. And that comes with you knowing yourself. You can't just listen to everyone around you because when you listen to that, it clouds that inner person that's telling you, no, you want to be a model. You want to go be on the fashion on a fashion magazine. You want to walk the runway. No, I want to be a photographer. I actually want to do that shit because that comes with good bread. Oh, I want to be a singer. I want to be a poet. I want to have my own fucking podcast. I don't want to be working for nobody. I don't want none of that shit. I just want to be who I am, how I am, no matter fucking what. Unapologetically.
Unapologetically.
Period.
I messed that word up so bad.
I
Me
like that
too.
so much. Like that kind of actually like hits home for me because I've been kicked out so many times because of my parents, because of my dreams. So, thank you.
No problem.
And push yourself. That should motivate you to go
You have to
even
do
harder,
what you want to do, bro.
regardless. And you gotta know that you're gonna succeed.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Fuck all that negativity.
Period. Because look, it's pushing you this far. You got this far,
Do you see this?
Yeah, I see.
and this is farther than you've been before, right?
And what do I always say in the beginning of the show? It's only the fucking beginning, baby.
Only the beginning.
Period.
Yeah.
So be you unapologetically. Know who you are. Because once you know who you are, you can only go up.
All right. Well, I think that's
it.
all the time we have right now.
Stay tuned for next episode, baby. We're only gonna get deeper.
Because we got into some things.
Hold on, Frankie. Just let it roll. Go ahead.
We just got into some things.
Yeah,
It's
we
only
just
gonna
got
get deeper. Like, we got this. Please rock out with me and stay tuned for episode 3. I don't know what I'm gonna bring you, but just know it's gonna be some shit.
Period.
And hopefully it'll be another person, not me. I mean, I love being on here and everything.
Well, listen.
I love it a lot.
We're gonna have different people all the time. We're rotating the hot seats. As you see, I added some extra people, and it's just because I feel like having different people's views and perspective on things is nice to have an equal balance on the show, a strong debate on the show between all parties, and we can really, I feel more comfortable with having a third person because I feel like that extra energy brings out something good in us. We always just strive past each other, you feel me?
Alrighty.
Period.
Let's get shit done.
Princess Randi out, bitches.
Oh,
Donnie
wow.
West.
Coley Cole.
God.
She just went with the big thing.